What's going on, guys? You're hanging with Hardy Tech. I apologize it's so dark out right now. It's like 3 in the morning and I can't sleep, and so I went outside because I didn't want to wake people up. And I've been feeling really stressed about stuff. Like, I just keep. It's really bad today. Normally, I always have random stuff on my mind, but it's gotten really bad today where it's just like every time I try falling asleep, it overtakes my mind, and it's so frustrating. And I thought you guys have always kind of been my not security group, my support group of sorts. Whenever I had to bitch or complain about something, you guys are always there to, like hand me blankets and hug me and give me cookies and stuff. And I love hugs and cookies and blankets, so I appreciate that. But YouTube is weird, man. YouTube is odd because it's both like the source of so much happiness in my life. Like without YouTube, I wouldn't have a lot of what I have today. I wouldn't have probably my computer or any of my friends or any of the people I've met over the past few years or like almost really any of my relationships ever. Or just so much in my life is so much better because I started making Pokemon videos and because you guys for some reason decided to watch them. And I will so forever be grateful of like what YouTube is and how it's impacted my life. And at the same time, it's weird because it's also the source of so much stress in my life. And it's been, the stress has been bothering me for a long time. And I don't think it's the stress of YouTube, more of the stress of how I look at YouTube. I'm a jealous person. I said this a few videos ago. I'm incredibly grateful for what I have on YouTube and for what I've accomplished. And because not a lot of people will ever get to the point where I am on this website with the success that I've had and the fan base and the community that I've built. Um, it's honestly, it's an honor to be the captain of Team Caterpie, the greatest community in the world, and to have people who, whenever I'm just live streaming hatching Caterpies, that they look forward to it and they love listening to me ramble. And whenever I post a video, people get excited to just listen to me talk, and that's really weird. But it's who the hell just goes for a walk at 3 in the morning? What is your story, person? Well, I mean, I'm sitting out here on my deck talking to myself at 3 in the morning, but what is this guy's story? I'm worried. I wonder if you can hear me. I'm scared. I'm gonna die. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, I'm just really grateful for you guys, but I've been kind of reflecting on a lot today because my 1000th public video is coming up, and I've been doing this for a long time. Like I've been in this community for a very long time. I'm an old man as far as PokeTubing goes, because this is 3.5 years now of doing this. I've started in like February of 2012. I posted my first Pokemon video. I mean, I've been doing YouTube since 2008. I'm so old. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen this community develop into what it is today from what it was way back when. And I get, I'm not bitter. I don't ever want to use the term bitter because I'm not, because I believe everyone who has had success in this community deserves it because they're all the cream rises to the crop. There's no bad PokeTubers that are really successful, because nobody would watch them. And I think I get jealous because basically almost all the really popular PokeTubers in today's community, not all of them, but for a large majority of them, I knew when they were small, like really just starting out, because like I said, I've been around forever. And and then I just get jealous of that they did so much more than I was capable of doing. Like way back when, I've always loved giving back to this community because it's made my life so special. Like whenever I live stream, whenever I raid somebody, I usually don't raid my friends. I try to find like a really small Pokemon stream, 10 to 20 viewers, and I like to raid them to give back to them, to try to help them grow because I want this community to be so special. And I want this, I don't, I want it, I like just helping people. And way back when I had 3,000 subscribers, I started this thing called Pokemon Unite because I want to do that, give back on YouTube. And the hardest thing you could do when becoming a YouTuber is starting out because getting those first few is such a pain. And I wanted to help people who I thought were quality content creators. And I wanted to help them get their first boost. And I don't remember the exact roster of Pokemon, like the original Pokemon Unite, because it was so long ago. But I remember one of the people. I had this rule that no one over 500 subscribers was allowed, because the basis of Pokemon Unite was to help people get to 500 subscribers to get that start on YouTube, and then watch them go from there. And one of the people that applied for Pokemon Unite was a guy by the name of Hoodlum Scrafty. Might have heard of him, maybe. And he had like 430 subscribers at the time. So I actually ended up denying him from Pokemon Unite because I knew he was going to be at 500 subscribers very, very quickly. And I knew he was going to be a big deal. And look at him now. He's like 180,000 subscribers or something like that. I'm so proud of what he's done, like seeing what he's grown into. I think he's like, isn't he like the most subscribed Scottish YouTuber or something like that? At least in the gaming side. Like it's so amazing to see what he's done, and I'm very just so proud of him because I once again I knew him when he was just so small and starting, and I know he had a few channels before that. Like he had his something Shaman channel. I don't remember what his other channels like Sky Shaman TV or something like that. I don't remember. I'm sorry, Callum. And this is like his third channel or something like that. But seeing like that rise is amazing to see. And it happened with a lot of other people too, like the Heated Mo. I knew him. He was involved with Pokemon Unite. He actually ran Pokemon Unite at one point because I couldn't handle responsibilities of that as well as keeping my channel active. And so he came in and he really liked the idea of Pokemon Unite as well. So I let him be the manager of Pokemon Unite. Like I trusted him with my pet project. Um, and now look at all the success he's had in Game Boy Luke. I knew him when he was just a little thing, and Shady Penguin, I knew him when he had like 300 subscribers, and Patters, I knew of him like back in 2013 when he was still relatively small, and Razbowski, another Scottish YouTuber who is moved on to Five Nights at Freddy's, and just seeing the way he's blown up, like he's gotten like 60,000 subscribers in the past 2 months, and it's so amazing to see. Like all these people, I'm so happy for them for the success that they've had, and I that's why I don't remember if I said this earlier, but I don't want to ever come off across as bitter because I'm not, because I'm so proud of every PokeTuber in this community for making this community so amazing. Um, Gosh, there's just so many of them. I don't think I've ever really known Sacred or Nexus. I don't think I've ever talked to them before. So I didn't know them, but like Nappy, I knew Nappy back like 5 years ago when I first started making Call of Duty videos, and he was making Call of Duty videos, and we were both under like 200 subscribers, and we happened to be in the same little group of friends in the Call of Duty community, and we went our separate ways because I was a douchebag and back then, and I caused a fight. And then we both went our separate ways, and then we both ended up back here as somewhat prominent members of the community. Obviously, he's kind of the king of the community at this point. Um, and I'm proud of him because he is like really. So my phone just blocked me by saying maximum recording time, so that was kind of rude. Uh, but anyways, like I get jealous because I compare myself to them, and I see all these people who have done so much more than me, and I wonder like why? Am I like what? Um, like what's really frustrating for me is because this has always been what I wanted to make my dream. Like I thought this is actually a possibility that I can make this like my job someday and live off this. And for like the past year and a half, I've been like this close. Like I've literally been on the verge of doing it, and I can't pass that threshold. And I see all of my former peers doing it, and it's just like seeing everybody like in the ice cream shop enjoying their ice cream, and you're just standing out by the window, and it's frustrating as hell. And it's that's what's been keeping me up because I'm just like, what do I have to do to break that window? I'm not sure. And I keep thinking I'm doing something wrong, and I'm not being original enough, and I've burned so many bridges, and I regret that. Um, And apparently I only have like 50 seconds because I'm about to run out of data on my phone. I'll delete some shit. Don't worry about that. But that's just been really, it's really stressful for me is figuring out what's different, and seeing all my peers and all these people do what I do, but better. And it's like, I don't know, feels like I'm being punched in the face. And I'm bitching, and I realize, and I apologize for that. And I'm gonna stop bitching. I'm just glad I got it off my chest. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep, I guess. So.